What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have a real quick one for you today. Today I want to talk about the best vlogging setup as well as one of the most affordable vlogging setups you can possibly get this year in 2020. Let's get into it. All right, so basically my budget for this camera setup is around $500, give or take. So the first thing we have is the Canon M50. Now I've made plenty of videos on this camera. I'll link them up right here, or what side does it appear on? All right, so I'll just do a quick rundown of the camera. Amazing quality, 1080p, does shoot 4K, but you lose the dual pixel autofocus, so you're gonna have to use manual focus, and it does crop in. It has the awesome vlogging flip screen, which I think is like a necessity if you're vlogging. It's perfect. It comes with the EFM lens mount, so you have access to all those lenses, and you can also get the adapter to the EF lenses. So perfect. You have plenty of lenses to your disposal. Awesome. And I found this camera online, used of course, for just under $400, but we'll say it's $400. So we'll take that off the total price and we'll move on to the next thing. Okay, next up we have a microphone, which is the Rode VideoMicro. Now there's plenty of microphones out there that are actually even cheaper than this one and really well made and sounds great, but for now I'll just say the Rode VideoMicro. So now I found this thing online for about 40 bucks. High quality audio is important, so yes, I would definitely invest in a mic. So that is 40 bucks. We'll take that off the list. All right, next up we got the Gorillapod. So this is a tripod, and you probably heard of it. It bends and you can strap it on all kinds of surfaces and stuff, and it's pretty cool. I do have to warn you though, the legs do get loose over time, and you may want to prop your camera up on a rock or something, and the leg might just slowly give out and your camera might fall. So keep that in mind. It's good because it has long legs, so you can get like a wider angle shot when you're vlogging. So that's what the Gorillapod's good for, but just be wary when placing your expensive camera on rocks or something with these legs, because they're not the most reliable thing in the world, but still a great tripod. So for this Gorillapod, I found it for 50 bucks. This is the Joby Gorillapod 3K. There's a 1K and a 5K, which means the different sizes, but yes, this is the 3K. I think this is a good size for something like the Canon M50. So found it for 50 bucks, so let's cross that off the list. So this is our setup for right now for just under 500 bucks. I think we're at 490, and look at this. Ready to go off to the races. But let me just suggest one more thing. So next up we have the ND filter. Now this thing is important if you want to keep a wide aperture. It's like putting sunglasses on your lens if you don't already know. Most of you probably know what an ND filter is, so I don't gotta go too much into detail about it, but this is a Gobe ND filter, and this is 30 bucks on Amazon. I'm sure you can find cheaper ones and maybe more expensive ones, but ultimately this is a great ND filter for this camera. Let's just screw this on real quick. And here we are. We got our perfect vlogging setup camera for just over 500. I think it's 520 now that we're sitting at, because we got that ND filter, which is gonna give you more cinematic footage, reduce the amount of light getting in so you can get that better depth of field. So yeah, pretty sweet setup. This is my first setup before I upgraded to the EOS R, and it served me well, and it still serves me well as a camera B, and also my wife's camera now. All right guys, that's gonna bring this video to a close. Now let me know if this is a rig that you're thinking about getting, or maybe you have a completely different rig. Comment down below and let's talk about it. I'm curious. I love knowing what everybody else's vlogging rigs are. Currently I have the Canon EOS R. I still use the Rode VideoMicro. I do not use the Gorillapod anymore. I use another tripod for vlogging because this one is just a little bit too small. But with that being said, this is a great vlogging setup, and it is my backup in case something happens with the EOS R. Still a great camera. I love Canon. I'm a little bit biased because my name's Canon, but take that how you want. All right guys, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It helps me out tremendously, and I just want to say thank you for everybody who's been commenting and subscribing lately. I've been getting a lot of interactions and a lot of you just chatting away on the comment section. I really appreciate it, and I love talking to every one of you. It's awesome, and thank you so much for all the support. And until next time, everybody, peace.